week's AstCa News Live, as well as the 2023 Hungarian Grand Prix race commentary. And well, what do we have to look forward to this week in terms of AstCa News? AstCa News, well, frankly, not too much has happened this week, honestly. Obviously, the SAG-AFTRA and WGA strikes have been continuing on with seemingly currently no end in sight, which is a bit of a shame. Hopefully, both sides can come to an agreement soon. So, filming and writing can continue on shows and movies. But as of now, no such luck. Hopefully, though, something does come up in the future very soon that can allow work to continue. Now, the other major bit of news is I was wrong on the Wrexham US tour dates. Because last night was Wrexham versus LA Galaxy. Now, of course, on Tuesday, I think it was Tuesday, Wrexham did suffer quite the defeat to Chelsea at 5-0, which was not a pleasant surprise to wake up to, I've got to be honest. Yeah, I wasn't very happy with that. However, Wrexham did play LA Galaxy last night, and that went a lot better. Wrexham actually won 4-0. Yeah, Wrexham beat LA Galaxy. So that means the only game left is Manchester United, and I'm slightly nervous. Because we have a massive defeat and a massive win under our belts in this tour. And I don't know which way this game is gonna go. I am hopeful. I hope Wrexham's gonna win. However, do I see that being possible? I honestly don't know. I am very nervous for this, because I just don't know how this is going to go, because I don't know if Wrexham's playing the Manchester United A team or not. So I'm a little bit worried, but hey, you never know. Weirder things have happened. We could beat United. It could happen. Is it likely? I honestly don't know. But am I hopeful we're going to win? Yeah. 2 wins from this would be incredibly nice going into the next season, which point we'll be in League 2, obviously, because at the end of last season we did get promoted from the National League after 15 years, which is a very long time to be in one particular league. But now we're back into the EFL, and hopefully these games will give us a good stepping off point coming into next season, giving us a bit of confidence going in. Of course, Chelsea didn't help with that, but LA Galaxy most definitely did. But Man United is the only game left of this US tour, so it's not, honestly, too much of a tour, but hey, it's something. Yeah, I've got to be honest, that is it for the AstCa News section of this, because really, there really hasn't been too much this week. So, yeah, I don't know how this final game is going to go. Hopefully it goes in Wrexham's favour. Because, of course, as you guys know, I am Wrexham born and bred, so it should hopefully work our way. Anyway, on to the lead up to this race. Well, quite a lot happened in qualifying yesterday, including a trial and error qualifying format. And it was, quite interestingly, yeah, it was hard tyres for Q1, medium tyres for Q2, and soft tyres for Q3. Sorry guys, I had a shower last night, my hair's not exactly behaving, so bear with me while I sort it out. Yeah, so that was a thing that happened. Some drivers liked it, some didn't. I can't particularly say I was fond of it. It was honestly, a bit boring. Not much happened. Obviously, some big names did get knocked out early on, namely Carlos Sainz and George Russell. Now, George Russell was knocked out in Q1 in P18, so he's starting very low down on the grid today, especially when you compare him to his teammate Lewis Hamilton, who for the first time in 33 races is on pole position. Yeah, 33 races ago, whichever race that was the last time Lewis Hamilton took pole position. Now, of course, that has left Red Bull in quite a precarious position because Max Verstappen is in P2. However, the Red Bulls have not been their typically dominant selves this weekend. If anything, they've been slightly worse than what they've been over this season. In fact, throughout every session of this weekend so far, Red Bull, be it Sergio Perez or Max Verstappen, haven't topped a single one. They didn't get top place in P1, 2 or 3, and they didn't get provisional pole in Q1 or Q2, or the actual pole position in Q3. So Red Bull don't seem to be themselves this weekend. And of course, that was not aided by Sergio Perez's crash in practice 1 on Friday. 5 minutes in, that was a bit of a bad sign for him. In fact, after that, he was seen in the garage with a very seemingly annoyed Christian Horner. I don't know what sort of conversation happened, but it can't have been good. Now, of course, we do have to talk about the star of this weekend, to be honest. Daniel Ricciardo. Of course, he came back after a, well, you all know the situation by now, so I'm not going to go over it again. Of course, he's taken the AlphaTauri from Nick de Vries after, well, no, he got fired, so, and he's now in the AlphaTauri. And he beat Yuki Tsunoda in qualifying. Yeah. I think he came P14 and Tsunoda was P16, so not much separating them, really. But, Ricciardo did beat Tsunoda, so maybe watch out for Ricciardo in this race. He could do a lot of damage, potentially. He could maybe even get into the top 10, potentially, and truly unlock the potential of this AlphaTauri. Of course, at the moment, the AlphaTauri is standing P10 in the Constructors, which is a polar opposite to its sister car, the Red Bull, which is P1 in the standings. Yeah, Red Bull is literally bookending the Constructors' Championship. That's very weird, I know, but it's true. But you never know. Daniel Ricciardo coming in could very possibly change that. Like, I think Ricciardo's performance in qualifying yesterday alone probably gives that team from Faenza a lot of hope coming into today. And honestly, for the rest of the season, because we know Ricciardo's a good driver. Of course, he had a pretty rough couple of years at McLaren in 22 and 21, so we obviously, well, Ricciardo obviously lost a lot of faith in himself over those 2 seasons, but of course he took the breakthrough the first half of this season to kind of reset himself, and it seems to have worked, obviously, with him taking P14 in qualifying yesterday in his first time running in the AlphaTauri, really. Of course, he did the Red Bull test last week, well, week before last in Silverstone, and that obviously went incredibly well, so well, in fact, that if he was racing in the Red Bull at Silverstone, well, actually, in qualifying, his time during the Silverstone tyre test would have got him on pole position. Yeah. Sorry, guys, just had to adjust my headphones real quick there. They were driving me crazy. So, yeah, Ricciardo is obviously still a very quick driver. Of course, like I said, 21-22, had a couple of pretty rough seasons at McLaren. Of course, he did, although, get that win in Monza in 2021. But, yeah, of course, we have lost... Well, Ricciardo has lost a lot of faith in himself over the last couple of years, but it seems he is now back. Like, he's definitely the driver we knew him to be in his Red Bull days, and even in his Renault days. Like, let's not forget, 2019-2020, Daniel Ricciardo did amazingly for Renault. So, I do think that we have gained back the Ricciardo that we once knew. So I'm very curious to see how he does in this session. Of course, the McLarens are up there as well, with Lando Norris again qualifying in P3. So it seems that McLaren are back in the game. Williams have had a bit of a drop this weekend. Nothing massively severe from what I can remember from qualifying, but not as good as they were in Silverstone last time out, although Good luck trying to replicate that. That was just biblical from them. Of course, Ferrari have unfortunately gone down the order a bit. I believe Charles Leclerc is in P6 and Carlos Sainz is in P11, so they're not quite where they were in Silverstone either. Aston Martin as well, I think they've dropped a little bit. I think Fernando's in P7 and Stroll, I don't remember where he is. So the grid this weekend is very mixed up, especially considering... Oh no, sorry, Fernando Alonso isn't 7th because that's Valtteri Bottas, I believe. Yeah, an Alfa Romeo in the top 10. Make that 2 actually, because Zhou Guan Yu is in P5. Yeah, it's a very jumbled up grid this weekend. Of course, as I said, qualifying will have aided that. However, the qualifying sessions themselves were honestly quite boring. Not much really happened until the very, very end when Lewis Hamilton outqualified Max Verstappen by, get this, 3 thousandths of a second. So to give that an exact number, that is 0.003 seconds. Yeah, it was close between those two. So I think the first lap of today's race is going to be pretty damn interesting. Yeah, it's gonna be tense, guys. It's gonna be scary watching that because we know in the past Hamilton and Verstappen on the front row hasn't always ended very well. See Silverstone as an example. And of course we do have Monza as well, with those two battling out for the lead, when Max Verstappen ended up on top of Lewis Hamilton, and that of course allowed the two McLarens to take the win. Well, P1 and P2, with of course Daniel Ricciardo, as I said, winning the race, and Lando coming in just behind him in P2. So I'm a little bit nervous. I've got to be honest, it's going to be quite a chaotic first lap, I think. A lot of drivers swap in places, I would imagine, because I don't know why. The last few first laps of the last few races haven't been too chaotic. I think, like, at some point, all the chaos is going to come in one go, and I think this is going to be the race where all that chaos built up from the last few completely normal lap ones is going to spill over. It's going to be complete chaos, I think, this race on lap 1. So I don't think there'll be any lap 1 DNFs, but I definitely think some drivers are going to spin out and potentially crash into each other, but I don't think there'll be any lap 1 DNFs. Now, I could be wrong. That could be loads, or there could be none. It's honestly anyone's guess, but I do think today's lap 1 is probably going to be a bit nuts due to how many cars are out of position, because there are so many cars that really shouldn't be where they are. So I am expecting at least a few overtakes on lap 1 today. Who specifically? Probably George Russell, because he is down in P18, as I said, so he's probably going to fight his way through to probably close to the points on the first lap, and then Carlos Sainz as well has got some catching up to do to his teammate Charles Leclerc, so I do think there are going to be some major overtakes on lap 1. How many exactly? I just don't know, but we'll have to wait and see for the race start, which is roughly 15 minutes away now, so I shall tune in a moment to get ready for the race. Bear with me, guys. Now, as I always ask, what are everyone's predictions for today? Who's going to win? Who's going to get on the podium? Who's going to round out the points? And who do you think's not going to finish? And who do you think is going to round out the whole grid? Who's going to finish where? I don't want to know just the points this time. I want to know where you think everyone's going to finish and if they're going to finish. Because I'm expecting maybe a couple of DNFs today, but maybe not on the opening lap, because I think it'll be fairly clean, but there will be some overtakes. Okay. Honestly, I do think this race is going to be good, of course. This is the second to last race before the summer break, but that will be in Belgium next week, the final race before summer break, so this is going to be like, this, yeah. Yeah, this is going to be fun, I think. This is going to be quite a chaotic race, really. So, I don't know who's going to win. To be honest, I've got no idea about today. I personally have no predictions because, as I said, the whole grid is completely out of order today. So, wait and see, I suppose. Of course, Lewis Hamilton's one to watch out for, and of course, without question, Max Verstappen has to be at least considered for the win, because, that Red Bull is an absolute rocket ship, but so far this weekend, it hasn't been itself, nor has, well, Max, really, or Checo. So, definitely a few people that we need to watch out for this weekend. Yeah, I'm very curious how this race is going to go. It could be a Red Bull win. It might be a Mercedes win for the first time this season. Or somebody else, because, Red Bull have only... Red Bull's the only team that have won this season so far, so... a lot of teams are probably licking their lips today, because there could be a win on for them. Like, so many teams are out of position, and some are in very good positions, to potentially get a jump on the top drivers to get in the lead. We'll just have to wait and see how this all goes, because, as I said, I really don't know how this is going to go today. Oh, Hungarian anthem time. Okay, that's the Hungarian national anthem. Now, so, yeah, qualifying yesterday, chaos. This grid today, also chaos as a result. So we'll have to wait and see how everyone fares today. Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of there's gonna be a lot of drivers trying to overtake, I think, in the first lap to try and get back to where they probably should be. Ugh. Just has to turn my iPad down a little bit. Couldn't hear myself think. I think this is going to be a bit chaotic, especially with Verstappen almost having the Drivers' Championship wrapped up and Hamilton not really in the fight. Now, I would like to point out here, it was said on Friday that Max Verstappen could wrap up the Drivers' Championship by Monza and Red Bull could have the Constructors wrapped up by Singapore. Or was it the other way around? No, I think it was the other... I think it might be the other way around. No, it is that way, yeah. So the drivers could be over by Monza, which is only in 3 races' time, by the way. And then Red Bull could have the Constructors wrapped up in 4 races' time. Yeah. Obviously, there'll be a bit of a break between now and then. Well, after the next race, so... Yeah. This could be over very soon, the championships. Which is kind of mad, really. Like, it feels like we barely got started and it's almost over. Wow. So yeah, as I said, I want your predictions for today. Who's going to win the race, who's going to round out the podium, and the points, and the rest of the grid, and who's not going to finish. That's the key one, because I'm getting the feeling there's going to be a DNF or two today. I don't know why, but I'm just getting that feeling. Yeah, in a few minutes' time, we will have the grid order, the track information, and again, by my rough calculation, this race should take about 75-ish minutes, so it shouldn't be on for long. Like, oh, and also, there won't be an AstCast tonight, just to let you all know. There will instead be an AstCast substitute video tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. But no live AstCast tonight. Okay. Yeah, I really can't wait for this race because, of course, this could be a very big one with Lewis Hamilton on pole position, but Max Verstappen right next to him in second. And, of course, Lando Norris is back again in third, so anything could happen today, really. I don't know. This is, frankly, anybody's race. It could go any way possible. Like, this is a massive wait and see race because there's barely anybody that are where they should be, which is kind of exciting but also confusing, and you will see that when the grid order gets announced in a few minutes' time. Because if you didn't catch qualifying yesterday, you will see how chaotic it was, but again, it was just a bit boring. The tyre compounds for each session, it was just a bit of a weird one, really. Couldn't really understand it. Oh, well. And also, we do have alternative commentary on Sky Showcase, I think it is, with the F1 Juniors. And if you've been watching throughout the weekend, you will know who they are, and it is really cool, to be fair. Now, but of course, you have me too. Now, let's get ready. Okay. Yeah, this race, I think, will just be complete chaos. So, this race could go a bit long, potentially, should there be any safety cars, God forbid, a red flag, or even a yellow flag, maybe. Like, this This is just going to be nuts, I can feel it. And also, at this very track, 20 years ago, Fernando Alonso got his first ever Formula One win in a Renault. 20 years ago, guys. And he's still going to this very day. Yeah, that's mad. Okay, and this should be F1 intro time. Yep, there it is. The new Daniel Ricciardo edition. Also, I love how, literally, in this entire intro, he is the only one smiling. Like, all the others are dead serious, and then there's just Ricciardo beaming like a Cheshire cat. I love it. It's just so random. Like, you've got all the others who are just deadpan serious, and then there's just Ricciardo smiling like crazy. It's so Ricciardo, to be honest, though. Like, it's just typical him. Okay. And here we have the track info for today. This is the first time Hamilton and Verstappen have shared the front row since Abu Dhabi 21, so this is going to be fun. Now, this is a 4.381 kilometre track, or 2.722 miles, 70 laps, and 1 minute 16, I think, lap record. Okay, 34.62 metres of elevation, and 14 corners. So, this could be about a 75-ish minute race, I reckon, should nothing go wrong. Okay, and we have the 3 tyre compounds for today, which are the C5, C4, and C3, which are the softest in the range. So the C5 is the soft, the medium's the C4, and the C3 is the hard. Okay, and here is the grid. So, in last place we have Logan Sargent and Kevin Magnussen. That's pretty normal, to be fair. Next we have George Russell and Yuki Tsunoda. Getting a bit weird now, in 17th and 18th. And then we have Alex Albon and Pierre Gasly in 15th. So that is Alex Albon 16th, Pierre Gasly 15th. Stroll is 14th and Ricciardo is 13th. So that's pretty good for them too. Well, for Ricciardo at least. Then you have Ocon in 12th and Sainz in 11th. And then Hulkenberg in 10th and Perez down in 9th. So he did make into Q3 at last, first time in a few races. Then you have Alonso in 8th and Valtteri Bottas in 7th. Then you have Leclerc in 6th and Zhou Guanyu in 5th. And then you have a double McLaren, second row, Oscar Piastri in 4th and Lando Norris in 3rd. And then the front row of the grid, Max Verstappen in 2nd and Lewis Hamilton on pole position. Okay. And any moment now, we should get the race start. Well, the formation lap at least. And the track temperature, I'd like to point out, is 50 degrees C. That's a very hot track. Okay, and here we go for the formation lap any moment now. And off we go for the formation lap. Okay, the top 8 are on mediums, Perez is on hards, Hulkenberg's on mediums, Sainz is on softs, Ocon and Ricciardo are on mediums, Stroll and Gasly are on softs, Albon's on mediums, Sonoda's on softs, Russell's on hards, and Magnussen and Sargent are on mediums as well. And the 2-stop strategies are medium 21 laps, hard 24, hard 25, and then medium 22, medium, hard, medium for the second strategy. I couldn't catch the actual amount of laps. Whoops. So yeah, that's the tyre rundown for the start of this race. That's going to be interesting. And Hungary has been announced. I think I said this in my pre-race roundup that Hungary will be on the calendar until 2032. So I hope you like this track because we're going to be here for 9 more years and 8 more races. No, 9 more races. Oh, I don't know. We're going to be here until 2032 at least. And of course, today, if Max Verstappen wins, or Sergio Perez even, this will be Red Bull's 12th win in a row, which has never been done in Formula One. So, 12th win in a row for a specific team. No team has ever done that. So, a lot of pressure on Red Bull today, and a lot of pressure on Mercedes, because this would be Mercedes' first win this season, and the first win for a team this season that isn't Red Bull. So there's a lot of pressure on this win today for both Red Bull and the non-Red Bull teams. Okay, and there's Lewis Hamilton on pole position, Max Verstappen alongside him. There's the McLarens in place, and okay, everyone's filing in slowly but surely now. Okay, there's Logan Sargent at the back of the grid. Okay, and there's the green flag. The lights are coming on slowly but surely. And we're underway for the Hungarian Grand Prix. And Hamilton gets a hell of a getaway there. Okay, but Verstappen is right alongside him. Okay. Oh, and Verstappen seems to have overtaken Hamilton into turn 1. That was quick. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. Okay. Okay, and Lewis Hamilton's been overtaken by both McLarens. Okay. Holy hell. Well, that was quick. Whew. Okay, that was a bit nuts. Gotta be honest. And the two Ferraris seem to be together, so Carlos Sainz seems to have jumped a few people to get up to 6th behind his teammates. Well, that was nuts. Okay, now we're on to lap 2 already. Woof! Oh. Okay, and there's now been a lap 1, turn 1 incident noted. I don't know who for. Looks as if it was Zhou Guanyu and Magnussen. Okay. Gasly's in the pits already for some reason. Okay. And this will be a... Oh! Gasly's lost his rear right tyre. Oh. Oh! Okay, Gasly is out. There's a lot of damage on his car. Like, a hell of a lot of damage. Ooh. Okay, now we're on board with Carlos Sainz and the Ferrari trying to overtake his teammates. Okay. Okay, that's Verstappen on the fastest lap. 1 minute 25.157 seconds. Oof. Oh, Ocon radio. Oh dear. Now Esteban Ocon's out too. Okay, so there goes Alpine. They're gone. That was quick. Yikes. So that's both Alpines out. It looks as if Ocon had an engine issue. Yeah. So Ocon has an engine issue and Gasly had a damage issue. Yikes. Okay, both Alpines went off track and one went spinning. Yikes. That's probably Gasly who went spinning because he got the more damage end of that. Okay. Well, there goes the Alpines. Now we're down to 9 teams in this race. That was awfully quick. Oh. Okay, so the Alpines crashed into each other, it seems. And one of them went over the other, kind of. Oh, that was weird. Okay. Well, that was very quick for the Enstone team. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Whew. Okay, then. So there's those DNFs I was expecting, unfortunately. Oh, dear. Right, let's hopefully get back to the racing moment, because we're still on the replays of Turn 1, Lap 1. And there's Pierre Gasly. And DRS is enabled, and actually we're on lap 5, so DRS has been enabled for 2 laps now. Yeah. No, 3 laps. Because it's activated on lap 3, so it's been activated for a while. Oh, and Max Verstappen again It's the fastest lap, 1 minute 24.542 seconds this time, so that's a lot quicker than his last one. Well then. Yeah, and I like to point out that in 2021, Ocon was the winner of this race, and he didn't even make it to the end of lap 2. Oh, that was sad. That was really sad to see. And especially as it was so quick as well. And Piastri is now up into second, so it looks as if the two McLarens have switched around. Okay, now we have Perez versus Alonso. Okay. Okay, Fernando Alonso seems to be holding off Sergio Perez incredibly well so far. Okay, now we're on to lap 6. And Daniel Ricciardo is currently in last place due to the whole craziness on the first lap, so he's got some work to do, unfortunately for him. Okay, and George Russell is up into 13th place, so that's a hell of a jump for him. Okay, so right now we have Verstappen, Piastri, Norris, Hamilton, Leclerc, Sainz, Alonso, Perez, Hulkenberg, Stroll, Tsunoda, Bottas, Russell, Magnussen, Albon, Zhou, Sargent, and Ricciardo. That's the grid right now. And out of the race are Esteban Ocon and Pierre Gasly. Ugh. Okay. Lap 7, so we're 1/10 of the way through this race already. And we've only been going for 15 minutes. Yep. And I know that makes it sound like this race is going to go on for a lot longer than it should, but of course the lap times will start coming down. Speaking of which, another fastest lap from Max Verstappen, 1 minute 24.487 seconds. So the lap times are going to start coming down throughout the race, which will mean that the race does start to get a lot shorter time-wise. Oh, and now Sergio Perez has finally overtaken Fernando Alonso on lap 8. Oh, and Zhou Guan Yu's got a 5-second penalty. Okay, lap 9. Sorry about that, everyone. Just had to readjust myself. And of course, yeah, Zhou Guanyu does have a penalty because of the part he played in that turn 1, lap 1 chaos. See? I knew there'd be something going wrong on lap 1. Unfortunately, I was right. Oh, and Alex Albon's in the pits. And his stop was a 2.8 second stop. That's not bad, to be honest. There's another fastest lap for Max Verstappen. 1 minute 24.437 seconds. So that is about half a sec. It's 500ths shorter than his last fastest lap. So that's pretty good. Oh, we got 3 cars into the pits now. We have an Aston Martin, an AlphaTauri, and an Alfa Romeo. And they are Stroll, Tsunoda, and Bottas. Okay, Stroll's pit stop is a 2.6 second. Valtteri Bottas's is a 3 seconds flat. And Tsunoda's is going on for an incredibly... 7.3 seconds. Oof. Okay. Okay, now on to lap 10. 1/7 through this race now. Carlos Sainz radio. Oh, and the pit window is lap 17 to 25 for the medium tyres. Okay, and Zhou Guan using the pits, so... Okay, and that was a 9.7 second stop, of course. Using his time penalty, so that would have been a 4.7 second stop. So still a pretty slow stop anyway. Okay. Okay, and there's Oscar Piastri in second in the McLaren. Oh. Whoops. Sorry, everyone. Accidentally disconnected the microphone. Whoops. Hopefully you can all still hear me. Okay. Okay, and we have now Valtteri Bottas on the fastest lap. Wow, okay. Not sure of his actual fastest lap time, but he does now hold the fastest lap for the moment at least. Okay, now on to lap 13. Oh, Oscar Piastri radio. Oh, and there's Zhou Guan Yu on the fastest lap now. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we have Logan Sargent into the pits as well. And his pit stop is going to be a very slow stop. Oof. A 4.5 second stop. Okay, that was pretty slow, really. Okay. Okay. Okay, and here comes Sergio Perez on the Ferrari of Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz radio. Okay. Oh. Carlos Sainz is now coming into the pits for his pit stop. Okay. Oh, Hamilton radio. Don't know what it was, though. Unfortunately. Oh, and I think that, yep, that's Hamilton coming into the pits now. Okay. Okay, and that's a 2.8 second stop for Hamilton. Oh, and Daniel Ricciardo is up into 9th, so he's made a massive jump today so far. Wow. Oh, and Hulkenberg's in the pits as well, a 3.9 second stop for him, so quite a slow stop, honestly, for Hulkenberg there. Okay. Okay, we're back. Oh, now we have a McLaren coming in, and it is seems to be Lando Norris. Okay. Okay. And that is a 2.3 second stop for Norris and a very slow stop for Charles Leclerc. Oh, God. And that was a spare wheel gun situation there with Charles Leclerc. And it was a 9.4 second stop. Yikes. Okay. And now Oscar Piastri's come into the pits as well. Okay, now we're on to lap 19. Ugh. Okay, now we have Oscar Piastri's pit stop, and it is going to be a... that seemed pretty quick, but I don't know what the time... Oh, 2 seconds flat. Okay, that's pretty good there for Oscar Piastri. Oh, and it's McLaren versus McLaren. Okay. So this is a McLaren 4-5 now, with Norris in 4th and Piastri in 5th. Okay, so now we have Red Bull 1-2, and then Alonso, and then a McLaren 4-5, Mercedes 6-7. Okay. That's nuts. Oh, Ricciardo's in the pits, and it's a 2.5 second stop for Ricciardo. Not bad. Hamilton Radio. Okay, and now Lando Norris has the fastest lap, 1 minute 23.543 seconds. That's incredibly quick for that McLaren. Now we have Charles Leclerc versus Lance Stroll. Okay, he almost got Stroll, but couldn't quite get in front. Oh, but now he's going to get him into turn 2, it looks like. Yep. And there's the Ferrari overtaking the Aston Martin. Okay. Okay, lap 21 now. So this current pit window is going to be closing soon. Because I believe it was a lap 23 ending for the pit window. And here comes Fernando Alonso into the pits. Okay. Okay. Now we have a 3-point-second stop there for Alonso. Okay. Now we have AstCa radio. Okay. And there's the fastest lap for Lando Norris, a 1 minute 23.499 seconds. So the lap times are now starting to tumble down a bit. Not as much as I was expecting, to be honest, but they are coming down slowly but surely onto lap 22. Okay. Okay, and Fernando Alonso was overtaking the Alfa Romeo Valtteri Bottas there. Okay, and now Verstappen's coming into the pits as well. And in theory, he should come out in the lead, as he is 23 seconds ahead of Sergio Perez. So he could get out in front still. Okay. And Verstappen's pit stop is at 2.3 seconds. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so that's a 3-second gap now for Perez and Verstappen. Okay, lap 24, so we're approaching half race distance pretty quickly now, actually. Like, I think in about 10-ish laps, that's where we're going to be, so things are going to start slowing down for a good while after that, I think. Okay, and here comes Sergio Perez into the pit, which puts Lando Norris back up into second, and potentially Oscar Piastri back up into third. Okay. Okay, so that puts Sergio Perez down in between the two Ferraris. Okay. Okay, and here comes Hamilton radio. Okay, and there's Lewis Hamilton overtaking George Russell. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and I was going to say, the Mercedes seems to have completely transformed overnight. Like, yesterday, it was a pretty good car, but today it's just kind of dropped off. So I really don't know what's happened to that Mercedes, to be honest. It was running really solidly yesterday, but now it just isn't. So I'm not sure what's going on there, really. Okay, now Lando Norris has the fastest lap of the race. Now I've got Sergio Perez versus Carlos Sainz. Okay. And as always, I'll stay on until the podium ceremony and then I'll sign this thing off. Just to let you all know what I'm going to be doing to end the stream and when. So yeah, podium ceremony as usual, then I'll sign off. Okay. Okay, so it's now Sergio Perez versus Lewis Hamilton for 5th. Or it will be very soon. Okay, lap 28 now, so we're really approaching half race distance now. Oh no, it's Russell versus Perez, sorry. Never mind, that battle is almost over with Perez overtaking George Russell. Okay. But Russell didn't make it very easy for Perez to get around, but ultimately Perez did. Okay. Okay, lap 29 now. Okay, and there's George Russell peeling off into the pit lane. Okay. And that's a 2.9 seconds stop there for George Russell. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we have Fernando Alonso on board footage of him overtaking, I think that was his teammate, Lance Stroll. Although it was incredibly quick, so I couldn't really tell. Okay, so it was Lance Stroll. Wow, that was fast. Okay. Okay, and there's Daniel Ricciardo back into the pits. 2.9 seconds stop that for Ricciardo. After only 11 laps on the hards, that's very strange. Okay. Paris radio. Okay, now Paris has the fastest lap. 1 minute 23.086 seconds, so the 1 minute 23 laps are probably going to start disappearing now. Now George Russell has overtaken Yuki Tsunoda for 12th. Okay. Okay, lap 32 now. Oh, Verstappen radio. Oh, and here comes a Williams into the pits of Alex Albon. So that's George Russell up into 11th as a result. Okay, and that's a 2.9 second stop there for Albon. Not bad. Okay, so we've had a few lap times deleted for track limits. Don't know how many or for who. Okay, so Perez is still on the fastest lap of the race. Okay. Oh, sorry guys, I can't get comfortable at the moment. Bear with me. Okay, now we have George Russell on the fastest lap at 1 minute 23.014 seconds. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, now on to lap 34 with Fernando Alonso here. Alonso radio. Okay, he's now been told he's between 1 and 2 tenths quicker than the Ferrari, so that could be an overtake attempt here from Fernando Alonso on at least one of the Ferraris pretty soon. Okay, nothing much seems to be happening right now, because we are at about half race distance, so things are probably going to slow down for a little bit now, but will start to probably come back to life in about 10 to 15 laps time, roughly, if not 20. Yeah, it's going to be a bit slow for a while now, guys, unless Fernando Alonso and Sergio Perez can close up to the drivers in front of them, which are Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton. Okay, and Lance Stroll's into the pits now. Okay, and there's George Russell overtaking Valtteri Bottas. Okay. Oh, and there's Power's radio. And he's just been told that the gap to the podium is 7 seconds, so he could very well do it. And there's Lance Stroll on the Haas of Kevin Magnussen there. Okay, and there's Sergio Perez. Getting very close now to Lewis Hamilton, actually. Okay, lap 37 now. Okay. I think there is going to be a battle soon between Perez and Hamilton. It's looking very likely because Perez is just closing in 10th by 10th. He is going to be in DRS range. Probably any moment now, I'd imagine. London Norris Radio. Oh, now we have Alex Albon overtaking Kevin Magnussen as well. Okay. Okay, lap 39 now. Okay. Now we have Hulkenberg pitting as well as Zhou Guanyu. Okay. 2.7 seconds stop there for Hulkenberg and a 3.8 second stop for Zhou Guanyu. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, Perez versus Hamilton could be over soon, in Perez's favour, of course, because that Red Bull is now extremely quick. Unlike throughout the rest of the weekend. 1 minute. Don't know how I've slipped down that much. Okay, lap 41, and Perez is still struggling to get past Hamilton. Okay. Okay, and there's... Right, so we have some Leclerc radio. Leclerc seeming very distressed there. Oh, and Bottas is in the pits. Couldn't catch the time, though, unfortunately. I think it was Bottas in the pits anyway. Okay, now we have George Russell versus Fernando Alonso in the making, but Sergio Perez is still chasing down Lewis Hamilton. Okay. Okay. So lap 42 and Hamilton is still in front of Perez. Okay. Oh, Hamilton radio. There's Max in the pits and Perez in the pits. And that's Oscar Piastri as well into the pits. Okay. Okay. The hard side pit window is lap 42 to 52, so roundabout now, actually. Okay, that was 2.8 second stop for Piastri and a 1.9 second stop for Perez. Okay. Okay, now we have Lance Stroll on, I think that's Yuki Tsunoda, yep. Okay. Okay, and here comes Charles Leclerc into the pits as well. Okay, that's 2.2 second stop there for Ferrari. Not bad. And Fernando Alonso as well. With a... That was quite slow there. A 3.3 second stop. Okay, not bad. Oh, and now Lando Norris has been told to come into the pits as well. Okay, mediums there for Lando Norris going on. And his pit stop will be a... 2.1 second stop. Okay, that is incredible there from McLaren. Oof. Okay, and here comes Carlos Sainz for his pit stop, and now Perez has the fastest lap, 1 minute 22.9.29 seconds, and that is a 2.7 second stop for Carlos Sainz. Okay. Okay, now we have Fernando Alonso a little bit of a replay of his slow stop. Okay. Okay, now onto lap 46. Now we have Perez on the fastest lap again, with a 1 minute 22.637 seconds. And Perez is now chasing down Oscar Piastri due to all the pit stops. Oh, now we have a speeding in the pit lane incident for Charles Leclerc being noted by the race stewards. Okay. Oh, Hamilton radio. Okay. Mercedes have told Lewis to pick up the pace a bit, but Lewis has said, unfortunately, this is as fast as the car will go. So, no pace picking up there for Mercedes, unfortunately for them. Now, Lando Norris is on the fastest lap now. Don't know the lap time, though, unfortunately, because the graphic wasn't shown. Now we have Sergio Perez overtaking Oscar Piastri, and that's George Russell into the pits. 2.7 second stop for George Russell. Oh, and Oscar Piastri does go a little bit wide, unfortunately. Oof. Oh, and Charles Leclerc has a 5-second penalty for the pit lane speeding. And Oscar Piastri has a black and white flag for track limits now. Okay. Okay, now Perez has been investigated for potentially pushing Oscar Piastri off track in turn 3, I think that was. Oh no, turn 2, sorry. They literally just said it on the radio. So yeah, turn 2 is being investigated between Piastri and Perez now. Okay. Lap 49. Okay. Oh. Okay, now Perez has been cleared of the pushing Piastri off track accusation. Okay. Also, I knocked one of my lights over then. That's why I was scrambling a little bit. Okay, now Hamilton's in the pits. Okay, and that is a 2.8 second stop there for Hamilton. Not bad. Okay. Okay, lap 51 now. And now Verstappen's been told to come in again to pit. Okay. Okay. So Verstappen's now peeling into the pits. Oh. Okay, now we have Valtteri Bottas chasing Alex Albon for 11th place. Okay, lap 53. Okay, that's the fastest lap for Max Verstappen again. 1 minute 20.504 seconds. Yikes! That's a jump and a half. Okay. Okay. Ugh. Sorry about that, everyone. Again. Okay. Lap 55 now. Oh, Verstappen radio. Okay, lap 56, 15 laps to go. Norris radio. Okay, and Lewis Hamilton is now gaining on Oscar Piastri. A lot. Only half a second separating them now, so very possibly we could see the Mercedes overtake the McLaren in the next few moments there. Okay, and there goes Lewis Hamilton on Oscar Piastri. So that puts Hamilton up into fourth now. Okay, lap 58. 13 laps to go now. So I'll probably be signing off in the next, I'd imagine, 25 minutes or so. Like, coming up to 4 o'clock. So I'll be signing off around then. But, yeah, so no Stamcast tonight. Just to remind you all, no second live stream today. Just this, but then it'll be an Stamcast substitute video tomorrow. So just to remind you all of that. Okay, lap 59. Oh. Okay, London Irish Radio. Okay, now got Ricardo on board here real quickly on lap 60. Ugh. Okay, lap 62 now. Sorry I haven't spoken much in this. Not much has been happening, really. Yeah, it's been a bit of a slow race, frankly. Some major moments, but not many of them. So I haven't been speaking too much because not much has been happening to speak about, really, to be fair. Okay, lap 63 now. Oh, Russell radio. Okay, lap 64. And the current vote split for driver of the day is Perez 22% and Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris both on 14%. So that's interesting. Okay, lap 65. accidentally almost hit the end stream button then. That was close. Okay, and George Russell is now overtaking Carlos Sainz. Woof. George Radio. Okay, lap 66 for 5 laps to go. Okay, lap 67. Okay. Not much seems to be happening now. Okay, 3 laps to go now, lap 68. Okay, it now looks as if George Russell has managed to get within the 5 seconds that he needs to automatically overtake Charles Leclerc at the end of the race with Leclerc's 5-second penalty. Okay, second to last lap now, lap 69. Ooh. Oh, and now we have yellow flag in Sector 2. Oh, no. Oh, never mind. Oh. Green flag's back out, so we're all good. Okay, this is what happened to Logan Sargent, which caused that yellow flag. Ah, just spun around. Okay. And that was very close to being caught by Yuki Tsunoda in the Alpha Tauri. Oof. That could have been a crash, but ultimately it wasn't. Okay. And there comes Logan Sargent into the pits. I'm guessing, yep, to retire the car. Okay. Now we're on to the last lap. This will be Red Bull's 250th podium and their 12th consecutive win, which does break McLaren's record that has been held since 1988 with the McLaren MP44. Jeez. So they are now so now Red Bull are in the record books. And there's Red Bull winning with Max Verstappen the Hungarian Grand Prix. And this will be Lando Norris's first ever consecutive podium. So last race got a podium, and this race he's got a podium. This is the first time in his career that he's done one podium after another. And here comes Sergio Perez to secure the final place on the podium, and Lewis Hamilton behind him. Okay, and there's everyone now over the line. So the race is officially over, and Max Verstappen did also secure the fastest lap. So that is the race over and done with. Verstappen radio. Okay, that's Lando Norris radio. Okay. Okay, I'll probably be signing off in the next 10 minutes, I'd imagine. Once the interviews are over and then the anthems and then the actual trophies. Probably be on for another 10 minutes now, I'd imagine. So I'll do my outro now. Thank you all for joining me on the stream today. If you've liked it, please like the stream and subscribe to my channel and Roxanne's as well. Her link will be in the description. My sub button will be below the video title, and please click the bell icons to get both sets of our notifications. And if you click the aforementioned video title, you'll head into the description, at which point you'll see Roxanne's YouTube, as I said, as well as my link tree containing my social medias, and Roxanne's website, and Verstappen's fastest lap was 1 minute 20.504. Just to let you all know. Once you've subscribed, please comment as well, because why the heck not? Let me know what you thought of this race, and if I missed anything in AstCa news. And once you've done that, please follow me on my social medias in the link tree, which I've just mentioned. And lastly, please do share the stream with all your friends so they can join the infinite loop of liking, subscribing, commenting, following, and sharing around and around and around that loop. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Goodbye. Well, not goodbye yet, but we're close. We're close to it. Right, so it's Singapore for Max winning the drivers and Monza for Red Bull winning the constructors. I was wrong earlier. Whoops. But that is still incredibly close, really. Okay. Okay, Nico Rosberg's doing the post-race interviews with the podium holders. Well, the podium winning drivers. Okay. Okay, now we have Lando Norris's interview. Now we have Max Verstappen's interview to round it off. Okay. Then in a moment, the podium will start. I'll shut up for the anthems as I usually do. I don't know which order they're coming in this time. I don't know if it's going to be trophies then anthems or anthems then trophies because I seem to change it every now and again. So when the anthems come up, I will stop talking briefly while they happen. Then the trophies will come out probably, and then I'll say goodbye to you guys because then I'll be done. But yeah, please join me tomorrow for the AstCa substitute. No AstCa tonight, obviously, as I just said, with the AstCa substitute. And then, of course, I'll see you throughout the rest of the week. And then next weekend, with my Belgian Grand Prix race commentary too, and AstCa News Live. Okay, and there's Perez and Norris having a chat in the cool-down room. And driver of the day has gone Sergio Perez. Quite deservedly, to be fair. Okay, now we're in the cool-down room together. Okay, then the podium should be happening in a minute, and then I'll just say goodbye to you guys, because then it'll be over. Okay, and here comes Sergio Perez onto the podium. And here comes second place, Lando Norris. Okay, and here comes Max Verstappen to take the top step. Looks like it's going to be the anthems first, so I'll shut up now for Max's national anthem and the Red Bull's national anthem. Switzerland for Red Bull and Austrian for Red Bull and the Netherlands for Max. Now Austria for Red Bull. Okay, that's the anthems over. Now I'll just wait for the trophies to be handed out, and then I'll disappear. Okay, first place trophy for Max Verstappen's being presented, as well as the first place medal in a moment. Okay. And here comes the Constructors' Trophy for Red Bull. Now here's Lando Norris' second place trophy. And last but not least, any moment now we'll have Sergio Perez's trophy. Okay, and there's the third place trophy for Sergio Perez. Now, with that handed off to him, I shall see you tomorrow with another video, and next weekend with another stream. Bye, everyone!